Hi everybody, it's your girl Miss Quinta and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is December 31st, 2018 is the last day of the year. I tried to do something different. Listen y'all, I'm trying to figure this filming thing out. All of the, our favorite beauty influencers and gurus like have it all figured out. They know exactly what they're gonna do, they know where they're gonna film, they know how to set it up, how to make it look good. Me on the other hand, like I'm just starting out. I have no idea what I'm gonna do or what I'm doing. I'm just going with it. Like this year for me is all about like revamping and replacing fear with faith. What I mean by that is, turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna prep my skin, by the way, with some Mario Badescu spray. And I'm just doing like a glam look for 2018. This is just like, a glam look. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Like anytime I sit in this chair, I feel like this really helps my creative juices like really flow. If I don't really know what I'm doing, if it's not like completely totally planned out, I feel like that's gonna help me in the long run be better than some people who are already out there making lots and lots of money. Like they usually sit down, they know exactly what they're gonna do, they know exactly what they're gonna say. I am a makeup artist. I am also currently a full-time student in surgical assisting school at a technical college. I started off in nursing school a long time ago. Let's just say a long time ago. Some people tell me I look very young. I'll be 30 next month. I did not finish nursing school, but I always knew I wanted to stay in the medical field. While I'm doing this though, I want to, like, I'm trying some new stuff altogether in general, like lighting, setup. Look at my skin. This is my real natural skin. She's not beat right now, but I have good skin. Oh my god, super wet. I have, decent skin. My skin really tripped out on me not too long ago, and it was like, it scared me. I got my first like real pimple. Well, I would call it a breakout because they did not stop coming. A couple, like, when was it? Last year. Either like last year or the year before last, I can't remember. I mean, literally, tomorrow will be 2019. Like, what does that tell you? But I'm just gonna start with my brows. A lot of people like to start with their face first. It's just your preference. I like to start with my brows because a lot of times the eyeshadow and all that stuff gets on the makeup. Like once you put your foundation and stuff on, what you're doing with your eyeshadow and all that stuff gets all over your face. And so some people can bake for a long period of time. I cannot bake for a long period of time because I have naturally dry skin. And because y'all know I ain't going nowhere tonight, this is what I do. My New Year's Eve is this right here. I'll be at the house chilling with my boys. One thing I did want to mention is that this is the Huda Beauty lip that I'm like gonna be. It's so nice and pretty, guys. It's gorgeous. But this is what I'm like inspired by tonight. It's called New Year's Eve. So I really wanted to do a video like New Year's Eve based off of this lippy right here. It is so perfect. But yeah, this right here is just what I normally do on New Year's Eve. When I was younger, before I had a child, I was really pressed about, going out. Actually, that's probably a lie. I probably wasn't that pressed about going out even when I was younger. I just wasn't. But I'm definitely not now that I have a child. What do my brows look like, y'all? Because they look crazy to me right now. Because I'm literally filming this on my phone. Most people who are experienced and out there and got their page up and running already have a camera. More specifically a Canon camera. I heard that was like the best camera for filming videos and things like that. I'm not at that point in my career yet. speaking things that are not as though they were. I'm not at that point in my career yet where I can, you know, be filming with a Canon camera. So I'm gonna continue to film. Like, it doesn't matter how many people watch my videos at this point. I'm just trying to get experience and trying to grow as a makeup artist. And I feel like I was saying earlier, this is gonna help me be very creative. Like, coming on here and not knowing what I'm doing, not having it all together, which kind of reminds me of like life in general. Like, you don't have it all together. You don't know what you're doing. You just kind of doing stuff, and then you find what God really wants you to be doing and where he really wants you to be in your life, and then you found your purpose. And it's like, oh my gosh, I found my purpose. It's amazing. But like I was saying earlier, replacing faith with fear is my motto for this year, period. Okay? You know, a lot of these chicks now, from what I see on social media, they trying to get flued out. That's what the grown ass women are saying these days. Flued out, yeah. But, bitch, I'm trying to fly myself out, sis. I'm trying to get so great at what I'm trying to do. Y'all have heard this story before. If not, and you're just coming to my channel, welcome. But if you haven't heard the story before, I am I've only been certified as a makeup artist for 6 months. Does not take long at all to get a certification, because you get it from an esthetician, somebody who actually has a license in aesthetics. I mean, at least that's what I've heard, that's what I've been taught, and that's what I know to be true. But I mean, you know, people get it from everywhere. Even at the age of 30, like, I could not decide what I wanted to do with my life. And like I said, I went to school to become a makeup artist. Excuse me, what in the world am I talking about? I went to school to become a nurse and did not finish school. Had some personal stuff going on and didn't finish. But God is still good anyway. And you know what I've learned, especially in the year 2000, more specifically in the year 2018, I'm using this brush. I don't know what the name of it is, Fayin brush. You can really use any like bigger flat brush like this, and just carve out your brows. I think I did a good job really on doing them by themselves. They don't even really need to be carved out. I'm just so used to carving my brows out, so why not? Why not, you know? But and I'm using Maybelline's Dark Circle, what is it? Instant Age Rewind. Instant Age Rewind concealer. It really is supposed to like help remove dark circles and that sort of thing, which I have lots of, as you guys can see. See them? They used to be worse than this. I used to work at the hospital. Yeah, I used to work at the hospital, and 2 different hospitals, as a matter of fact. A couple years ago, I went to go get my license. Well, it's more than a couple years. It's been like 6 years ago. I went to go get my CNA license, certificate, whatever you call it. And I worked at a hospital, and I was working night shifts. And honey, I was like rotating. It was my first nurse technician job. And I was super excited about it. Like, I was super excited to get a job. So I took a rotating shift, my first ever job. I had just had a baby. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then after a couple months, I was like, what did I do what did I get myself into? Like, why would I commit to, why would I have an 8-month-old baby and be trying to work in the freaking hospital, rotating day and night? That only means like I would work a day shift one day, and then the next day it would be night, the next day it would be night, the next day it would be day. Like, it would be rotating to whatever the hospital's need was for me. But I worked a lot of night shifts. And then the next hospital job that I got, I worked night shift only. And now the money was really good in that. But sis, I never slept. I never ever slept. And I started getting these dark circles that you see before your eyes, child. Terrible. But yeah, listen, ladies, if you find yourself and you're like me and you are super just a talented person, and I'm not talking about like, I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that, or trying to like toot my own horn. You have to hone that, because, and what I mean by that is, I'm looking for my color corrector to correct these dark circles. I just started back doing this. I used to correct my dark circles a long time ago, but then they kind of went away when I stopped working at the hospital night shift. But now it looks like they're back again. I don't know why, because I've been sleeping real well lately. But you have to hone, like, y'all just watch my brow routine. That is literally my brow routine. If I had to make a video about a brow routine, like, that's what y'all would see, because this is exactly how I do my brows when I'm doing my makeup. And this is exactly how I do my clients' brows. But you have to hone that, because being good, what do they say? Like, you're a, what is it? You have a lot of talents, but you don't master any. What is it called? Anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Don't get caught up in, like, you don't know what you want to do with your life. You want to do everything. And I believe in doing everything, because I know people ask all the time. People be like, why do you think you can be a makeup artist and be a surgical assistant? Like, the two have nothing to do with one another. But I'm tired of feeling like I have to choose, like, between one or the other. If it's possible and I can still be a great mom and a great wife, like, I'm gonna do both, and I shouldn't have to choose between the two. And nobody makes my rules for me. I make them for myself. And sis, it's the same applies to you. Nobody makes the rules for you either. You make the rules for yourself. Nobody can tell you, like, oh, don't do, you know, that doesn't work. That's not going to work for you. Like, excuse me? Even if it ends up not working for you, it still needs to be a choice and a decision that you made. Because, hell, they got to live their life too, don't they? They can make all their bad decisions, their good decisions, and none of them affect you, and vice versa. I don't know if this helped at all. I don't know if that's better. But now I really actually can't see myself at all. Child, that light is bright, child. I've been trying a whole bunch of stuff though, with this whole setup, because I really wanted to be professional. And right now I'm on a budget. I'm just keeping it 100. Right now I'm at a place, I'm at a place where, you know, I can't really do much financially. I'm a full-time student, full-time mom, and wife. But you know what? God is still good, and I ain't complaining at all anymore, because I used to complain all the time. I don't know what kind of, this is a Bella Pro brush. This is a concealer brush. A concealer brush, honey, will blend the heck out of concealer anywhere you put it on your face. Do you hear me? Anywhere you put this brush on your face, it will blend it out for you, honey. Yes. And to me, the more concealer that you put on your eyebrows, the better, like, your base is gonna be. I've seen so many girls do this, and I used to be like, oh my gosh, why are they putting so much concealer on their eyelid? Jesus, do they need that much concealer? But in reality, it just makes your base look so much more clean and flawless. The truth is, though, the better you blend out your concealer and the more concealer that you put down, the better anything looks. When it's time to put concealer underneath your eyes, it's the same. It's going to be the same way. Like, it just looks so much better, so much fresher. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. I think it's blended out quite nicely. I can't really see you guys, so I'm gonna keep having to refer to my mirror because my mirror gonna get me together, sis. Cause I cannot really see in that camera. It's just like, girl, what's going on? And right now I'm just blending the concealer out around my brows because I used to let it stay there, and then once I put my foundation on, it becomes really, really hard for me to cover it up with my foundation. So like I told you, I'm trying stuff new. Let me tell you something. Like I said earlier, I am brand new in doing makeup. I've only been doing makeup. Now I can put my concealer to the side. Now it's time to like start on my brows. I'm going to use this palette right here by Huda Beauty. It's called the Topaz Obsessions palette. And this is what it looks like. I'm brand new with all of this stuff. Like, I'm trying everything new. This I got this ring light like 4 months ago. It has been everything. My clients love it. I love using my ring light. It's by Neewer. Got it off Amazon and been rolling ever since. I absolutely love the ring light. I just literally put this contraption thing that comes with it. It's like a tripod thingy for your cell phone or camera, and you can just plug it up to right here, and it's just fine. It works perfect. So find a good brush here, and I'm gonna use my palette, and I'm gonna dip into this color right here. And like I said before, I didn't know anything except for what kind of lipstick I wanted to wear tonight. I wanted to put on the New Year's Eve lipstick from Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty. Let me see how this gonna look, chat. Ooh, that is gorgeous. And it's got that dark tint in it. I love that. Yes, honey, yes. And then you just blend, blend, blend. I usually don't use a like a glitter shimmer color all over the lid. I usually don't. Is this the right, whatchamacallit? Yeah, that's right, Chad. That concealer looking a little yellow. In person, it doesn't look that yellow, but on camera, it does look yellow. But yeah, I usually don't use a shimmer all over the lid. I'm only doing that now because that's just the look I was going for tonight. These two colors right here are super similar, but not completely. Oh my gosh, y'all, please excuse my neighbors. They are very, very loud people, and they just recently moved in. And I just be like, oh my gosh, they make noise all day, every day. I've been talking to my dad about buying a house a lot lately. I don't know why, because I'm just a full-time student. My husband has a good job though, but at the same time, you know, I just want to be, you know, in a different place in my life. Like, I want to be in like a solid career and all that, you feel me? Like, who wouldn't, who doesn't want to be, you know what I mean? Like, who don't want to be in a solid career and have their stuff together before they decide to buy a home? Me, Alex, I want to be. So this color right here though, I really kind of want to use it for something, but isn't that shimmery? This is the one I've been using all over my lid, but that other one I kind of want to use. I love that color. It's so pretty. Looks really nice on my lid. I don't really want to add anything to it either. It seems to go kind of dark up there a little bit, but that is so far, that's the color that I have right now. That's the color payoff that we're getting right now. And it might look like it's all over the place, but it's really not. Let's fix that though, because I don't want it to look like it's all over the place. Ooh, just perfect. So next I'm gonna go in with, which color? This color right here. Kind of sort of on the lid. And in order to get like a good payoff, there are so many things you could do to get a color payoff, just depending what kind of color payoff you really want to, like, what are you looking for. So I spray my brush with some type of setting spray, some type of like refreshing spray, because when you do that, the product sticks to the brush, the bristles, and it's just like, yes, fan it a little bit, because if you don't shake it or fan it a little bit, then you'll dip a wet brush into your eyeshadow palette, and it's no bueno. It just gets all nasty, and then you try to put it on your eyes and it's ugly. But there we go. This thing keeps doing its own thing, you know what I mean? Just like some of us sometimes. But I must say, like, with my dad having conversations with me about buying a new home and stuff like that, I'm just kind of like, Daddy, ain't nobody trying to buy no house right now. Like, for real though, like, I'm really not. Because buying a new home is a lot of responsibility. And right now, we just don't have the time. Like, my husband and I, we just don't have the time for a new home. Like, it's too much. It's too much. Plus, we have a lot of stuff going on right now in general anyway. Like, we're trying to move and just figure out, like, a lot just because I'm in school. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot to be done. And right now I'm dabbing on this right here in like a circular motion. There is no method to this. Like, lately I had been focused on this is really pretty, cut creases. And cut creases are very strategic and very exact. The lines and edges are very exact. This right here, we don't need no very exactness. This is supposed to be like a little bit above my crease and like not all over the place. But right now I'm just dabbing it like all over my eye. Same thing on this side. Everything is everything. This is really nice, really pretty. I usually try not to do like too much on my eye, but sometimes I'm going back in with that first brown color that I used, because it kind of got lost when I was dabbing that all over my eye. Girl. This is what you call like a simple glam. Like, I don't want a whole lot of effort. I don't want a whole lot of stuff all over my eyes. It needs to be simple, okay? Because I'm usually doing like a bold look lately. And the only reason I've been doing bold looks lately is because I'm preparing for the type of clients that I want. I'm preparing myself for the type of clients that I want. No, I don't have a lot of clients right now. You know, no, I don't have a lot of clients, you know, asking me for bold looks. Most of them want something natural, which is totally fine, because that's what I enjoy doing anyway, is a natural look. And sorry, I didn't mean to block the camera, y'all, but I'm trying to get this. This is the best thing if you want to do a wing. I am not a wing girl because I have not mastered wings yet. I really enjoy a good wing, but I try not to do them a whole lot because I just want to master them, and the best way to master them is to practice them, I know. So I try to do them more and more on myself, but sometimes it's hard. So this is how I do my wing, and I'm actually not gonna do like a whole, you know, wing all out there and blah blah blah, like just a little something, you know, just a little something. Yeah, literally just a little something. And I'm stopping it right there. Most people could keep going. I could probably keep going, with this felt tip pen. If I'm gonna do a wing, I'm gonna do it with a pen like this. I have no idea what kind of pen this is. I don't know. But this is the way that it makes it look, and I love it. It's just perfect for me because I don't really know how to do a perfect wing yet. Let me tell you something. I appreciate every client that I had in 2018 for trusting me with doing their makeup, for coming to see me, because I am growing. And you know what? Another reason why is because I support other people too, especially other women. They don't have to be black, white, Latina. It don't matter. I support women doing things that they want to do, because I know what it's like. I know what it was like when I was 20 and I was trying to figure out my life and chase my dreams. And I know what it's like at almost 30. And now I feel like I have found myself, or I'm really finding myself. I realize that I'm good at a lot of things, but I want to be great at a few things. And what I mean by that is I don't want to just be doing a whole bunch of stuff all the time. Like, usually I'm just so like everything. I got to be doing this. I got to be doing that. Like, I don't want to just be great and doing a whole bunch of stuff all the time and just into stuff. Like, I want to be great and master some things, you know? I want to start mastering some things. So that's why I'm in school still, and I'm not stopping and I'm not giving up when it comes to school, because why would I give up? Why would I stop? So right now I'm just gonna brush my lashes up. Child, these lashes are non-existent. My aunt told me Christmas Day, child, was at the dinner table and one of my lashes started falling off because my husband was rushing me to get dressed and ready to go, right? So I'm rushing to get ready. Oh man. So my favorite mascara is the Bad Gal Bang mascara, and it's upstairs in my makeup suite, and I don't feel like going up there right now. So I'm gonna use this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is like my second favorite mascara of all time. This was my very first mascara that I ever used. And I fell in love with this mascara. But then I found a new favorite. Benefit Cosmetics had a launch this year for the Bad Gal Bang mascara, and honey, one thing that I love about the Bad Gal Bang mascara is that this thing is drying out, as you can see, guys. One thing I love about the Bad Gal Bang mascara is that the brush applicator. I'm not gonna keep talking about it because I don't have it up here. I mean, I could walk away from the camera and go get it. Not gonna do that, sis. Not gonna do that. But yeah, what's next? I gotta pick out some lashes, guys. Let's see here. I got so many lashes, it's insane. These are my favorite lashes right now, as you can tell, because this packaging is dirty. Please don't mind the dirty packaging. These are like my favorite lashes. They're from Official Mink Lashes. They're in the style, I don't remember, but they're some of my faves. I like to use them a lot lately. But for this look, I think my favorite lashes of all time are the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. They're a more natural lash, and when I first started doing my makeup and figuring out and learning what I liked, what I didn't like, when I first started doing my makeup, those are the lashes that I bought, and those are the lashes that I was constantly using on all of my clients in the very beginning, and I loved it, honey. But I like to switch up my lashes. Like there are these lashes by Ardell, and they're from their boudoir series. They have a boudoir series, and they're called Corset. Girl, honey, when I tell you, they are some bomb lashes. They are so bomb, and I ain't been able to find them since forever. So I'm using lash glue. I don't want to show what kind of lash glue I'm using because I just want you guys to decide what kind of lash glue y'all are, y'all want to use. I use all types of lash glue though, and lash adhesives, and really it just depends on like my mood that day. Cause one thing that I can say though is that the most adhesives, to me, this is just my personal opinion, don't stay as long as the lash glue. They just don't stay as long as lash glue. So to me, I would just rather use the eyelash glue than using an adhesive. It's just my preference. So while I wait on my lashes to dry, I hope you guys are gonna stay safe. You guys stay safe tonight and have a good time. I am not really a going out type of chick. I have been with my now husband for 11 years, and I love being home. Like, I love chilling. I love being at home. I love not having to be out and about. I love not having to be in the mix. So when I do go out, people are always like, who is that? I mean, the only reason that people know who I am when I do go out is because I was essentially raised here where I live in North Carolina. And that's really the only reason, and I went to 2 popular high schools here. But other than that, folk wouldn't even know who I was when I went out finally, because I don't go out. I'm like rarely, very rarely in somebody's club. It's got to be a special occasion, or I just really felt like wanting to have a good time, good night out with my girls, And it's very rare that I would choose the club to have a good time with my girls. But it has happened before several times. Don't get it twisted now. I like to go to the club, two-step a little bit. But it doesn't happen that often. But you know what I really do enjoy though? Is going to go get a good massage. Like, that's a fun time for me. The age I am now, like, it's all about relaxation. Which is hilarious because I sound like an old lady. I feel like I sound like an old lady. At the age I am now, it's more to me about stress relief and relaxation and having peace in my life. Does it sound weird that is my like MO now in my life? Because that is definitely my MO now in my life. It's being stress-free. So I'm putting on my lashes now, and what I'm doing is sticking it to the center. Oh, that's gonna be nice. And I leave it there for a little bit and let it finish getting tacky. I look down into a mirror. I don't like to close my eyes, because when I first started doing my makeup, I would close my eyes because I saw so many people do that. They were more experienced than me, clearly. But they would tell their person, close your eyes. And they would put on their makeup. Put on their lashes. Tell them to close their eyes. And it'll be like, girl, when they open their eyes up, that whole bottom lid will be stuck to their whole top lid, child. And it will just be like, girl. And then I started doing the same thing. I started closing my eyes. And then when I first started doing other people's makeup, I would tell them to close their eyes. And it would just be sticking, and I'd be like, well, I don't know what else to do. I don't know how else to do it. And then I figured out a better way. Ladies, there's always a better way. You guys always remember that. And you know what, too? I do think that I feel the way that I do, and, you know, I'm talking the way that I'm talking now because I've been taking a lot of yoga lately, which is interesting. I know these lashes look like Team Too Much, don't they? But they're not. Literally, there's no such thing as Team Too Much. Maybe there is, and maybe like I'm one of the leaders of Team Too Much. One thing about lashes though is they take forever to put the freak on. I got these lashes from Official Mink Lashes as well as the other pair that y'all saw earlier. And what I'm doing now is just sticking my natural lash to the fake ones. And I didn't cut them down. I should have cut them because this needs to be cut off. Like this end over here needs to be cut. Cut it. You just to be cut it. Oh, that is just perfect, honey. Oh, this eye look is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I hope it's as pretty on camera as it is in person. I have got to get some scissors to cut this lash though. I don't like it. I'll be back, you guys. Okay. I'm gonna cut this lash. Now, most people would cut their lash off their eye. You know, while it's not connected to their eye. But because I'm crazy, I left it on, child. I left the lash on. These lashes look so good in person. Oh, I just wanted to see what you was doing, honey. What you doing?
Nothing. How did you do that?
I know, it's pretty cool, right?
How did you do that?
Oh my gosh. Because I'm cool. I'm cool.
No, how did you get this?
Listen, your mama got skills, son. Your mama got skills.
Mommy, when?
Your mama got skills. Your mama got skills.
Mommy, when?
Your mama got skills.
Mom, when did you get this?
I had that stuff, honey. I just wanted to put it up today. But I'm filming right now, so we can talk about it later. I can tell you all about how I did it and what I did later. Okay.
Can I film with you?
No,
like
you cannot.
You kissing me?
No, you can't. You, oh my gosh. Okay, love you. Sorry about that, y'all. He was so amazed that his mama put this whole situation together. I told y'all because I was thugging it out before. I was just putting my camera up, child, and just going with it. So I'm done with the eye look for right now. Later I'll add some extra stuff to my bottom lash line to like tighten up the look. I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Let me show y'all the very first foundation I ever bought when I started really getting into makeup. I think I bought this like 2 years ago. L'Oreal True Match. It is one of the best foundations ever. I don't know if it's because of my skin tone that is the best thing for me or what, honey. But all I do to my foundation is pour some, oh yeah, this is the dewy and smooth one. I love the dewy and smooth version of the foundation because it just works for me. So I'm putting my foundation on. You guys don't mind. And your foundation should not be the color of your face, because nobody's actually gonna see your face. I am very pale skinned and my skin is very white in the wintertime. I really thought I was gonna like that would change the older I got, but it ain't. I'm using coconut, which a lot of dark skinned girls use as well. I found that out not too long ago, but it works really well with my skin tone. Coconut, you got to pay attention to the which one. Coconut, I've got coconut, the dewy and smooth, and then I also have coconut in the what do you call it, the matte and poreless foundation. They're two totally different shades, and what I mean by that is the other one, the matte and poreless one, same name, coconut, same brand, is more orange. This is more like, I would say, neutral undertone. And the dewy and smooth is for normal to dry skin. I have naturally dry skin. But what I like to do is mix the foundations. If I can find, oh yeah, here it is. And I'm gonna use Toffee, which is 330. And this is in the dewy and smooth collection as well. Same thing, pour it on my hand. And so I like to mix these two colors together to try to get like my perfect, or as close to my perfect color as I possibly can, because I'm kind of hard to like match. I feel like maybe I'm not that hard to match. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But my skin tone is a weird color anyway to me. I can't really see what y'all can see in the camera, so let me get my mirror. And this is an e.l.f. brush. This was probably like $5. It's a foundation blurring brush. Probably like $5, yeah. e.l.f. Cosmetics. Did y'all know that e.l.f. meant eyes, lips, and face? Child, I was through when I found that out. I was like, this whole time. Child, I didn't even know. I didn't even know what e.l.f. stood for. Child, eyes, lips, and per face. Lord have mercy. If y'all can't tell, I'm so country. Like, I'm so country. Child, so country. Good old country girl. Right now, this is how I like to blend. It just depends. Like, it doesn't really have to be a whole like situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, tonight's eye look was super simple, super natural, and super neutral. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with the way this freaking eye look turned out. I hope y'all can see that as well as I can in the camera, because it looks amazing. But sometimes less is more, and sometimes natural and neutral is just gorgeous. And that's what I'm getting tonight, natural neutral vibes. Yes. But you can do these lashes like definitely when you go to like a New Year's Eve event like tonight, you know? Because normally it would be too much. And I like to do dots. Some people like to do like just squirt, like, I don't know, squirts or something that they call it. I like to do dots. I look crazy right now, don't I? I like to go ahead and blend out my concealer when it's in this state. And like I said, it's all about preference, ladies. I'm just showing y'all my experience. I'm just showing you how I like to do my makeup. This is just what I like. Okay, hopefully you can see me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wipe this off. And these are my favorite makeup wipes. This is the Equate brand from Walmart. It like mimics Neutrogena makeup remover cleansing towelettes. It's amazing. And I'm just wiping the makeup off the front of my hand. And what the most important thing when you're blending your concealer out is to keep it in the same area. You know what? I shouldn't be telling y'all anything or teaching y'all anything because hell, I'm learning too. But something that I have been taught though that I didn't really know, I like to like blend right here and then I go back out with my whatchamacallit brush. I'm just trying a bunch of new stuff tonight, child, because I usually make my forehead super, like I draw this out a little bit more, the what do you call it, the concealer, but I need to make my forehead smaller because I have a 5 head, sis. I have a 5 head, child. But it's okay because that's how God made me. I used to be very insecure about my 5 head years ago because kids are mean. And I was bullied a lot in elementary school. But you know what? You can't be mad for kids being kids. However, I don't teach my child that that's the way. You don't bully a child, and you don't bully other people's kids and think it's okay and think you're not gonna be disciplined for that, because that's not acceptable. That's one thing I do not tolerate in my household, among others, is a bully. Because I was bullied growing up, and that's intolerable. That is not a word. But that's how I feel about it, child. How I feel about it. I feel about it. Yeah, because that's not acceptable behavior right there. You bullying? We don't tolerate that. All I'm doing right now is just like pushing the concealer into my skin. I'm not even doing a whole lot of extra this, extra that. And I'm trying to do this so y'all can possibly do y'all makeup with me tonight. And then I go back in with my booty blender and blend it. That's what this is for. My beauty blender is for blendation. Or blending, whatever you want to call it, sis. But this, what you do, you use your beauty blender. Booty blender. Your booty blender to blend it out. And it removes any like harsh lines that you may have. But yes, honey, we're raising a young king around here who's not a bully. Who protects his princess and his queen, his mother. Oh yeah, I forgot my Ford. Gonna blend that on about. Ooh, not a lot, you know. I love this dewy foundation finish, like, cause for the winter time, I was super matte. Like, I was into matte for a long time. When I first started doing makeup, I was really into dewy foundations and dewy finishes. I wanted my skin to look dewy and like it had a glow and it was still glowing. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. I also think what I'm gonna try tonight too is I want to try something, maybe not tonight, but it's like a no powder look. I use powder all the time under my under my eyes because I'm just so used to it. Like, It's just a part of the process. You put powder under your eyes to stop you from creasing. And if you got eyes like me, where underneath your eyes, they crease like nobody's business. And underneath my eyes, they be creasing like crazy because I got wrinkly under eyes. Like, I cannot stand it. I mean, I thank God for my eyelids and under eyes and all the skin folds and all that. but sometimes I be like, Lord Jesus, do I have to have wrinkly under eyelids, Jesus? Why? Why, Lord? But it's okay. So I'm just putting the powder everywhere that I would normally sweat. So that's what you do. You put the powder anywhere where you would normally sweat, ladies. If you sweat on your forehead, put you some powder on your forehead. Now, note the type of powder that you should be putting on your forehead. There's a method. Also, I need to go ahead and contour too. What shade am I going to use? I'm going to bronze me out using the Black Radiance Beautiful Bronze color. It's a pressed powder. It's amazing. I absolutely love this bronzer. Like I said, tonight I'm starting some things different. I'm going to be contouring higher than usual tonight. Yes. Contouring higher than usual. I want to be right up on them cheekbones, sis. Right up on them. And you pat. So I don't know, maybe it's different from other people or whatever, but I pat my contour and anything else I put on my face at this point because I use a liquid foundation, and because I use a liquid foundation, I won't my foundation moves around a lot. So if I was to drag this brush like this, my foundation will be all over the place. I've done it before. When I first started doing makeup, I would be like doing my makeup and like dragging my brush across my face. Honey, I would have like a dark spot right here. I would have, girl, it was a hot mess, okay? Don't do it, sis. Don't do it. That's my bronzer. Now, I could stop there and just be like, you know what? I'm just going to use that to bronze with. But I won't. Child, having too much fun up in here by myself tonight, child. Y'all ain't got no wine or nothing, child. Just me. Just me and you. Just us two. Dun, 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 dun. Good thing I ain't going to wear tonight because my hair is towed up, honey. I tried to lay them edges a little bit, but I couldn't find my my edge layer, aka my silk scarf. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know whenever it's time for you to lay them edges, you got to go ahead and put the gel on it real quick, swoop everything around, down, up and down like you like it. And then it's time to put a silk scarf on, child. Where is my brush? I have a brush from Sephora that I love, that I usually contour with, but I can't find it. It's like a double-ended brush. Yeah, it's got two different ends on it. I'm gonna use this brush, little contour situation. It's by, I don't know, but it looks like this. And I'm gonna use another Black Radiance powder. It's in the shade Ebony. You just want to tap it, and then you tap off the excess. And then you want to go in. Now, it might not look like nothing at first, but trust me, it's on there. I also wanted to go ahead and take this powder from Maybelline Fit Me. It's a loose finishing powder. This is what I use to like set underneath here. I usually don't use a beauty blender for this part right here though, but I'm going to use it right now because it's what I got in my hand, and it's the same concept, yeah. But basically what this does is like sets the liquid foundation that you got on this side of your contour. Because remember, for this style, we put the yellow setting baking powder. And that baking powder is from this brand called Berry Bomb Cosmetics. It's from a local makeup artist that is from here. Well, she's from DC, but she lives in North Carolina now. But it's her brand. She has amazing products for women of color. Love her baking powder. It's a translucent powder. It's called Barely There. It's like a yellow tint to it. It's for every shade of brown, girl, trust me. I'm the lighter, like, end of the spectrum when it comes to brown girls. Actually, I'm in between now. Like, I'm more like orange, brown, bronzy color now. Most of my life, I've been super, super yellow, like high yellow. In fact, when I moved to Florida and went to college, they used to call me red. I think they call everybody red. All the guys call every red bone red. But yeah, even some of the girls used to call me red. I'd be like, what does that even mean? Like, why am I red? Be like, because you so high yellow. What do you mean, sis? Now we got a problem here. Do y'all see that? Yeah, looking crazy right now. But y'all see why that happened, because I did not do this. I didn't dip. I didn't do nothing I told y'all to do a second ago. So to get rid of that, what you do is you like lightly now, what's one thing you got to be careful about when you're using a brush this precise and concentrated is you got to use a light hand and light strokes. I am very heavy-handed. So what I'm going to do is take that first bronze powder that I used in the shade Beautiful Bronze. I'm going to dip my brush back into it, and now I'm going to go back in. Let's see. I'm not getting no progress here. All right, there we go. Girl. All right. There we go. And just lightly scan it. Because you don't want to start really like dragging the brush across your face, because then you're going to start moving stuff around. Sure. So, now it's time to wipe off all that excess powder that you had on there. I don't like any of these brushes. These right here, y'all, I don't even know why I have these in my collection. These are like synthetic. No, I don't even know what type of hair this is. But it's horrible. These brushes are horrible. These are the first pair of brushes that I ever got. I probably had these things for 3 years. I barely use them. I tried to use them on myself like the beginning of this year, and I was like trying to wipe stuff off, and it was like it took off my makeup underneath. That's how dense these I can't stand that. So I'm gonna use one of these soft 6 head brushes right here, and you just want to pat. Really what you're doing is like patting the stuff into the skin. Hi girl. Yeah, there you go. There you go, girl. There you go. Push it on up in there, child. And you wanna scrub that on over there. Ooh, she looking wet. She looking fly. She looking. Okay. So what's next is to finish off the eyes. And oops. Finishing off the eyes. And then I'm gonna try 2 lips with you guys and see which one I like better. Let me see. Let me see here. Really, I could leave it like this, be done, put some whatchamacallit on and call it a day or night, whatever. Also, let me go ahead and put on my blush. I'm gonna use this Blush Perfect. It's in the shade Satisfy by Berry Balm Cosmetics. This is what it looks like. It is a beautiful blush color. My brown girls, y'all better get into that blush, honey. That blush is everything. Same concept here. And I like to pat. No blush, blush. No blush, blush. And I'm going to use the remainder of what's left on my brush. And this blush just adds like color to your face. It looks amazing in person. I'm gonna change the lighting so y'all can really get like what it looks like. I don't know how it looks on camera, but it looks so pretty in person. I'm gonna take this smudger brush from, where's this from? Morphe. It's the Morphe M213 brush. It looks like this. And I'm gonna smudge. First of all, I'm gonna use this gel liner from MAC first. You finishing your popcorn?
Yes.
Okay.
So what you doing?
I'm filming, honey. I already told you what I was doing.
Why is Daddy taking so long if he was at the gym?
Because he was working. He wasn't at the gym. Why do you keep saying he was at the gym? He was working.
I didn't keep saying.
Mm-hmm. First things first, I want to get whatever this is off my brush.
I like this little thing right here.
Thank you, honey. But you can't interrupt me. You disrupted me. This is a BS small brush from, I don't know where I got this from. No idea. And all I'm doing is taking the gel liner. Ooh. And lining my bottom lash line. I love, listen, if your eyes start to water, no worries. It'll be fine. You just dab it and go, ladies. Dab it and go. Keep going. But I did want to say, like earlier, like don't let anything and anyone hold you back. Like that's what I would like to end, like the end of my video to say. Don't let anything or anyone hold you guys back. What is that you want to do in your life, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Because let me tell you something, I let fear hold me back for a lot of years. I didn't think I was good enough to finish school toward like a medical type of degree. Even though I was an overachiever in high school, middle school, and elementary school. I was always the top of my class. Everywhere I went, except for that one high school where I was like, no, I don't want to focus on anything right now. That one high school where I was just not listening. This tear is gonna get me. And I'm not crying. My eyes are just watering because of this stuff in my face. Okay. It looks like I'm crying. Get those tears up out of there, girl. love a good thick brow. Like when you get a good thick brow. So it's good. So sometimes you can get I would definitely suggest a like a black shadow to like really, let me see which one of my palettes, my lovely palettes has a black in it. I'm not gonna be able to find a black.